gang?
Yeah.
All right. Shalom.
Shalom.
Before we get started, we're going to turn to the east and give our praises to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash.
We want to give double honors to the apostles, the elders of Great Millstone, the men that taught us this truth, this 100% truth, the true way of worshiping the Heavenly Father and His Son. I want to say peace and salutation to you hopefully elect out there, and also peace and salutation to you brothers that come out here on the highways and hedges, making your body as a living sacrifice for the name of the Lord. Shalom. This is GMS Memphis Precamp, back at it once again with another pre-camp lesson. So we're going to go ahead and get into it, and we hope this pre-camp lesson be edifying to the hopefully elect. Let's get into it.
God, this is 1 John 3 and verse 4. And it reads, whosoever committeth sin transgresseth also the law.
It said, whosoever committeth sin also transgress the law. So if you commit a sin, you transgression against the law. Now let's get into this word transgression. Let's see what that means.
God, this is the word transgress from the www.collinsdictionary.com. And it says in number 1, it says to overstep or break a law, commandment, etc.
Keep going.
To go beyond a limit, boundary, etc.
Keep going.
To break a law or commandment, sin.
So whoever so commit of sin, they also transgress against the law. They breaking the law when they commit sin. They going beyond the limits that the Lord laid out for you to follow. The Lord gave Israel laws, statutes, and commandments, and instruction to follow. So if you go beyond and break those laws, you commit a sin. Keep going. Go back to the 1 John 3 and 4.
God, this is back in 1 John 3 and 4. Whosoever committeth sin transgresseth also the law, for sin is the transgression of the law.
So sin is the transgression of the law. We come out here on the highways and hedges, tell our people things that they ain't supposed to be doing. Thou shalt not steal. Thou shalt not kill. Thou shalt not commit adultery. These are sinful deeds. These are sinful acts that break the law that the Lord set out for you to not to do. But our people do it anyway. But in order to break the law, you have to be given the law. See, everybody think that everybody can sin. But the Lord didn't give these laws, statutes, commandments to everyone. Let's see who did He give these laws, statutes, and commandments to. Let's go to Psalms 147, verse 19.
Psalm chapter 147, starting at verse 19. He showeth His word unto Jacob.
Now who is Jacob? Jacob is you Israelites' forefather. That's who you descend from. You come from each of his 12 sons, 12 patriarchs, from the so-called Negroes on down to you so-called Mexicans. Each one of you Israelites come from one of these tribes right here. Keep going.
His statutes and His judgments unto Israel.
His statutes and His judgment unto Israel. Keep going.
Starting at verse 20. He has not so dealt so with any nation.
So it just said He showed His statutes and His judgment to Israel. Now verse 20, it says He have not dealt so with any other nation. So it sounds like to me that the Lord is a separatist. Give me that word separatist right quick.
God. This is the word separatist from this I don't really know what it is. I think it's dictionary.com. That's what it looked like. Yeah. This is the definition from separatist. And it says someone who is a member of a particular race.
Now, the Lord come from the tribe of Judah. It is evident. It's crystal clear. So that would make him an Israelite. Keep going.
Yep, and it says from separatists, it says someone who is a member of a particular race, religion, or other group within a country, and who believes that this group should be independent and have their own government, or in some way live apart from other people.
So when the Lord gave us these laws, statutes, commandments, we supposed to live apart from these other heathens. We ain't supposed to be doing the things that these other heathens, these other nations be doing. When the Lord gave Adam and Eve the laws, statutes, and commandments, we ain't supposed to be worshiping the customs and doing the things what the heathens do. So the Lord had us separated, holy, independent from these other nations. Go back to Psalms 147, verse 19.
All right. Starting at Psalm, verse 1.
19.
Psalm 147, starting at verse 19. He showeth his word unto Jacob, his statutes and his judgments unto Israel.
Unto Israel. Not Moab, the so-called Chinese. Not Ammon, the so-called Japanese. Not the Hamites, the booty scratching ass Africans. Who else? The Ishmaelites, the Arabs. He said Israel. And man, we gonna get on. I ain't want to mention Edom. Go to the next one.
Psalm chapter 147, verse 20. He has not so dealt so with any nation. And as for his judgments, they have not known them.
So as for his judgment, they have not known them. These other nations not keeping the Lord's laws, statutes, and commandments because it wasn't given to them. It was given to the Israelites, Israel. Give me Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 6. I want you to get Deuteronomy 4 and 5. Yeah.
Deuteronomy chapter 7, starting at verse 6. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy power. The Lord thy power hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself.
So the Lord has chosen Israel to be a holy people unto himself. Now what make Israel so holy? It's the law, statutes, and commandments that he revealed to us. That would make us holy, special unto the Lord. Keep going up on it.
All right. Start to talk.
Yeah, start to talk.
All right. Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 6 again. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy power. The Lord thy power hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself, above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
Above all people that are on the face of the earth. Again, the Lord sounds separatist. He's all about Israel. He ain't about no other nations. So as for his judgment, they have not known them. Only Israel. Go ahead.
This is 2nd Esdras chapter 3 and verse 36. Thou shalt find that Israel by name have kept thy precepts, but not the heathen.
So only Israel kept the Lord's laws, statutes, and commandments, not the heathens. Like these other nations, they ain't moving in the ways that's pleasing to the Lord. Man, look at Moab over here cooking rats and shit, cooking dogs and shit. What Donald Trump said: they eating the dogs, they eating the cats, they just eating animals and shit. They ain't keeping the Lord's laws, statutes, and commandments. But it's Israel. Go to Deuteronomy 4 and 5.
This is Deuteronomy 4 and verse 5. And it reads, Behold, I have taught you statutes and judgments, even as the Lord Yahweh my power commanded me, that ye should do so in the land whither ye go to possess it.
So wherever we go, we're supposed to keep these laws, statutes, and commandments. Because moving with the laws, statutes, and commandments, it makes you wise. It makes you wise in front of these other nations. Keep going.
Yeah, and it says in verse 6, Keep therefore and do them, for in this, it says, for this is your wisdom and your understanding in the sight of the nations, which shall hear all these statutes and say, surely this great nation is a wise and understanding people.
So having these laws, statutes, commandments makes us have understanding. Be wise in these other nations. Like this is the breath of life. Like I was explaining earlier. My Moab, these Chinese Hamites, these Africans, these other nations, they don't know how to live. But when they look at the Israelites and they see us conducting ourselves with the law, statutes, commandments, they'll be like, damn, this is a wise nations.
Yep.
Go back to matter of fact, give me that in Psalms. In Psalms.
The book of Psalms, chapter 50, starting at verse 16. But unto the wicked, Yahweh saith, what hast thou to do to declare my statutes?
Now this is Esau Edom, the so-called white man. Here it is, man, the earth has been given to the hands of the wicked. So he got a chance to deal righteously while the power's in his hand. But is this nigga doing anything righteous? Look at the earth. It's all out of course. Everything is upside down. Men's acting like women. Women acting like men's. You can't even tell if a woman is really a woman. You gotta check the bitch for see, do she got an Adam? Oh, what they call it? Adam. I don't even know how to say
Adam
that.
apple.
Yeah, you gotta check that.
Muscles bigger than yours.
Man, muscles bigger than yours. Hey, a woman can actually whoop a man these days. So this is the stuff that we dealing with, and this man has a chance to deal according to the Bible, but he doesn't. But what he do? Read it again.
Psalms chapter 50, verse 16. But unto the wicked, Yahweh saith, what hast thou to do to declare my statutes, or that thou shouldest take my covenant in thy mouth? Seeing thou hatest instruction.
He hateth instruction. This is that same wicked ass nigga that got that spirit of Cain. The Lord gave Cain instruction, what to bring to him. But what this nigga do? He bring fruit. So this is the same spirit that was in Cain came back on Esau. This man know, this man have instruction how to rule the earth, but he choose not to do it. He want to do his own thing. Because the Lord created this nigga to be wicked. Created this nigga, hey, to go against his instructions. Keep going.
Starting at verse 17. Seeing thou hatest instruction, and castest my words behind thee, when thou sawest a thief, then thou consentest with him, and hast been partaker with adulterers.
Well, that's it. But this man hate instruction, man. Only thing this man want to do is evil. So that leads us to Israel. Israel, the only nation, can sin because it was given to them. So therefore, man, it's a punishment gotta come their way. Give me Amos 3:1.
Okay, this is Amos chapter 3 and verse 1. And it reads, hear this word that the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushua have spoken against you, O children of Israel.
So the Lord making it known who he's speaking to. O children of Israel. Not Moab. Not the Hamites, not the Ishmaelites. Israel. Keep going.
Yep, and it says, O children of Israel, against the whole family which I brought up from the land of Egypt, saying.
Now if you read, go back into Exodus, who did the Lord bring out of Egypt? It was Israel. Keep going.
Yeah, and it says in verse 2, you only have I known.
You only have I known. Keep going.
It says in verse 2, you only have I known of all the families of the earth.
Throughout all the other nations of the earth. It's 18 nations. Out of that 18 nations, the Lord chose Israel. So you the only one I known throughout the earth. sound separatists. Again, keep going.
Yep, and it says in verse 2 of Amos 3 and verse 2, you only have I known of all the families of the earth. Therefore, I will punish you for all your iniquities.
Give me that word iniquity. So the Lord said He's going to punish you for all your iniquities. Because the Lord laid out law, statutes, commandments, instruction, what you Israelites supposed to live by. How a man supposed to conduct himself. How a woman supposed to conduct herself. And when you go overboard and do your own thing, want to lean on to your own flesh, there's consequences. There's repercussions. The Lord got to punish you. They're like a father telling his son, hey, you got to follow my rules long you in my house. Once you start doing your own thing, man, hey, there's something going to come after that. A ass whooping, or you can get the fuck out of my house. It's one of the two. So this is how the Lord is with his people. It's an ass whooping if you sin, if you break my commandments. Give me that.
This is iniquity in the Amos 3 and 2. It says Strong's H5771. Just
straight to the point.
Just jump straight to the point in the Strong's definition. It says sin.
So it's sin. When you commit iniquity, it's sin upon sin. Now give me Romans 6 verse 23. Let's see what the reward is when you commit sin.
Romans chapter 6 verse 23. For the wages of sin is death.
So the wages of sin is death. Now all the commandments don't require of you to die, but some of them is worthy of death. And one of the main things America pushes that's worthy of death: adultery, murder. Man, that's the only thing you hear on the TV, all up on the radio. And also, man, I'm glad you brought that to my attention. This LGBT shit, this sweet Skittle taste the rainbow community. Yeah. They push that faggot ass shit all up on the TV. Men sleeping with men. That's an abomination to the Lord. The Lord hate that. But what America pushes, they push this bullshit. And all this is worthy of death. So that goes back to Romans 6 and 23. Read it again.
Romans chapter 6, verse 23. For the wages of sin is death.
For the wages of sin is death. You commit sin, something like murder, sleeping with another man, or sleeping with another man's woman, the reward you're going to get in return is going to be death. And it can come many ways. The Lord can, man, wound your ass, like with an illness, a serious illness that can't be cured. Or He can have it away one day that you sleeping with that man, woman, all of a sudden, hey, the supervisor tell her husband, hey, man, you can go home early. Man, come home, have you, he opened the door, you up in the bed banging his woman, you all of a sudden heard the door open, he telling his bitch, hey, honey, I'm home. Next thing you know, he come upstairs, see your naked ass with his woman. What you think he finna do? Man, he finna kill both of you.
Yeah.
Because you can't, it says in the scriptures, you can't bribe a man with, damn, I forgot how it goes. But basically, it's nothing you can do. You can't pay this man. You can't do nothing. Only thing he gonna want is blood. Because when a man gets a woman, he gets a possession. So it can come in many types of ways when you commit a sin. Keep going. Go, all right. Go ahead.
Whenever he gets
Finish it up.
All right.
All right. Romans chapter 6, verse 23. For the wages of sin is death, but the gift of Yahweh is eternal life through Yahweh Shai HaMashiach, our Lord.
All right, go get it.
This is James 1, and I'm gonna start at verse 13 and read to point of verse 15 is the point. It says in verse 13, James 1 and verse 13, let no man say when he is tempted, I am tempted of the Most High Yahweh Hashem Shai.
So no man cannot say he is tempted by the Lord. Because the Lord, he is not a power that's going to tempt you with evil. Right. But the Lord will send Satan your way to tempt you.
Yeah, he will.
Keep going.
Yep, and it says, for the Most High, Yahweh Shai, cannot be tempted with evil, neither tempteth he any man.
Come.
Yeah, and it says in verse 14, but every man is tempted when he is drawn away of his own lust and enticed.
See,
Temptation.
exactly. So every man is tempted when he's drawn by his own lust, the flesh.
Yep.
See, every man, can't rule over their flesh. They let their flesh control them. That's why you see, people act the way they act. They don't have discipline with their emotion. A nigga can bump into you, now all of a sudden, man, this shit fit turn into a nigga moment. Nobody ain't got the balls to walk away. Excuse me, hey, my bad. But niggas move off emotions. Move like women.
Yeah.
And that's why, a lot of death happen on the news, and it mostly come from you Israelites.
Yep.
Keep going.
Finishing up the last verse, it says in verse 15, James 1 and verse 15, it says, then when lust have conceived, it bringeth forth sin. And sin, when it is finished, bringeth forth death.
So when you see a lovely woman, and you know this woman got a man, but she constantly enticing you, like she don't even care about him, man. Hey, he be gone most of the time, so I be free on the weekends. So you know the right thing is to be like, man, I'm straight, man, I'm good. Hey, you got a man. But it's that flesh that entice you to just to go on, go off, that temptation.
Yeah.
Now, you listen to that flesh, what you think what finna happen in the end? You finna commit a sin, and once you commit that sin, it's gonna bring forth death. In any types of ways. Like I said, it can be when a man come home and catch you, or the Lord can bring a sick illness on you, pierce you. And then you just, fucked up in the end. All because you gave in to that flesh. And that's what most of our people fall victim to. And that's why the Lord said He's gonna punish you Israelites. Because you know better. Because He got his prophets out here on the highways and hedges. Give me Isaiah 58 verse 1. He got his prophets out there on the highways and hedges prophesying to you.
And I'm gonna say this real quick, if I may. A lot of times, man, Jake be knowing that they be fucking up.
Exactly.
Jake be knowing, like, because I didn't fell victim to it, and I know, other brothers and probably fell victim to it. Like, Jake will know that they fucking up and still do.
Yep. It's in Jake's spirit to know with this, this gay shit.
Yeah.
They know what they doing wrong.
Yeah.
Cause back in the day, they used to be in the closet with this bullshit. Yeah, they used to be ashamed of it.
Yeah.
But you got Obama, fruity balloon ass, just made that shit so public. Now they proud with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, give me that Isaiah 58 verse 1.
Isaiah chapter 58, verse 1. Cry aloud, spare not. Lift up thy voice like a trumpet, and show my people their transgression, and the house of Jacob their sins.
So the Lord got His prophets out here on the highways and hedges, crying out loud, sparing not. What we not sparing? Your emotions, your feelings. We telling you the truth. It don't matter if you hate us. But this is what the Lord said. This is what the Lord commanded His prophets to do. To show His people their transgression. In the house of Jacob, their sins. This is what you do on a day-to-day. Commit these wicked, sinful deeds. Celebrate these pagan holidays. What the Lord commanded you not to do.
Yeah.
So only you is the one that can commit sin and piss the Lord off. And only you gonna be judged. But only if you come back to the ways of the Lord. So that's why the Lord's showing mercy right now. Got His prophets out here on the scene, but what Israel do? They mock and scoff. Give me that in 2 Chronicles. Verse 6 and 15. Yeah, go ahead.
This 2 Chronicles 36 and verse 15. And the Lord, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, power of their fathers, sent to them by His messengers, rising up betimes and sending, because He had compassion on His people.
So the Lord, sending His prophets out there on the highways and hedges because He have compassion on His people. No matter how much Israel go off, he's still gonna love his people. They still belong to him. So this is a chance he giving to his people. He's showing them mercy by having his hand stretched out still by his prophets, warning you, turn back, repent before the day of the Lord, bring all hell to America.
Yep.
Keep going.
Yep. And it says, because he had compassion on his people and on his dwelling place.
Keep going.
It says in verse 16, but they mocked the messengers of the Most High Yahweh Shem Yahushua.
See, this is what our people do. You Israelites, you like to mock and scoff. Man, these niggas bums. These niggas ain't got nothing better to do than be out there on the highways and hedges yelling. Y'all ain't got no job. Y'all ain't got no woman. Why y'all out here? This is what they do. Man, I promise you, cause if it was up to me and I heard this message, I could give two fucks about you. I hear this and might be like, they ain't want to listen, but this is the Lord using us as vessels to come preach to your stiff-necked, hard-headed ass. And this is the things that they, give to the Lord. You rejecting knowledge. You rejecting the word. You rejecting something that can save you in the end.
Hey, and then if I like to add, like I always say, man, it's really a peace offering that the Lord is giving to our people, man,
sure.
because by them rebelling, like you always like to go into, you really waging war against the Lord.
Exactly.
So by you not, accepting this peace offering, that's what you gonna get. Like it says in Proverbs 8:36, all of those that hate me love them.
Exactly.
Beautiful, you gonna get just that.
You got some
got a little bit more. It says in 2 Chronicles 36:16, it says, but they mocked the messengers of the Most High, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, and despised his words and misused his prophets.
They despise his words and they misuse his prophets. Ain't that what you Israelites doing right now? Despising the word, saying that his words is too grievous. I ain't finna stop lining up my beard. I ain't finna stop getting no tattoos, smoking weed. I ain't finna stop smoking with. I ain't finna stop sleeping with that man's woman. She want me. Yeah. This is what our people say. They misuse the Lord's prophets. They despise his word. What that nigga name? Damn, Charleston White. He said, man, I don't serve you Hebrew Israelites God. I serve what Jesus? Yeah, white Jesus. That nigga right there let me do what I want to do. Yeah. See, this is what our people want. They want to do what they want to do. Ask for forgiveness, to sweet Jesus, and they all good. Well, the Lord ain't like that. You can't come as you are. It's consequences with the Lord if you want to do your own thing. Keep going.
And it says, finishing up in 2 Chronicles 36:16, and it says, and misuse his prophets until the wrath of the Lord, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai.
Until that wrath of the Lord, what?
It says, until the wrath of the Lord, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, arose against his people.
So the Lord, it's going to come a time when the Lord going to be fed up. The doors of mercy is going to shut. Just like in the days of Noah. You think the Lord just had Noah steady on the scene till everybody just came to the senses like, oh shit, a flood gonna come? No, it was a point of time that the Lord was like, hey man, fuck them. They don't want to listen, man. Hey, I got the ones I want, the elect, and that was Noah and his family. So what you think the Lord gonna do in these times? Because it ain't nothing new up under the sun. The Lord gonna shut these doors, the doors of mercy, and then they're gonna be a famine of the word. That's when Jacob's trouble finna happen. All hell finna break loose. And people gonna be seeking to and fro, wishing that they took heed to this word. But their remedy is gonna be gone. Go to Amos.
Right, this is Amos chapter 9, verse 8. Behold, the eyes of the Lord Yahweh are upon the sinful kingdom.
See, the eyes of the Lord is watching. The angels, you got the prophets watching everything that goes on in America. You got the prophets, man, praying to the Lord, destroy this kingdom. Man, we getting tired of the wicked, disgusting conversation of the wicked. We getting tired of Esau Edom ruling. Then you got the angel recording everything you Israelites do, all the sinful deeds that you do. So that the eyes of the Lord is on this sinful kingdom, America. Keep going.
Amos chapter 9 verse 8. Behold, the eyes of the Lord Yahweh are upon the sinful kingdom, and I will destroy it from off the face of the earth, saying that I will not utterly destroy the house, saving that I will not utterly destroy the house of Jacob.
So the Lord's not going to completely destroy the house of Jacob, because there's a remnant. There's a remnant that the Lord always leaves. Back in the days of Noah, and also in Sodom and Gomorrah. So in these times, the Lord has a remnant. Give me that in Isaiah.
Isaiah 10 and 22. For though thy people Israel be as the sand of the sea.
You look at the sand of the sea. You pick up some sand, man, you ain't gonna be able to count all that sand. That's impossible. So this is how people are. Like, it's unknowable. Like, you can't count us. We everywhere. Keep going.
Yeah, and it says in Isaiah 10 and 22, for though thy people Israel be as the sand of the sea, yet a remnant of them shall return.
So though we be like the sand of the sea, we unknowable. You can't count us. We looking like the heathens and everything, looking like white people, Japanese people, all types of race. But only a remnant. Remnant means small. A small portion of people are going to be saved when the Lord comes back. Not everyone, what the Christians like to say, but only a remnant shall be saved. I'll get my tongue twisted. Damn.
Hey, that's just like on those gold rush movies. I mean, like those gold rush shows. You know, when they mining for that gold, the dirt is, like it falls through the bottom, but the gold is kept at the top, like the little nuggets.
Yeah.
And that's the elect in these times, man.
Yeah.
Lord don't want no dirt.
Yeah, I promise you. That's why the Lord gonna sift out the house of Israel during that Jacob's trouble.
Yeah.
All the ones he don't want, man, wanna do their own thing. Hey, you gonna be destroyed.
Yeah.
Go back to the Amos. Amos 3:9-8. We're gonna end off on that. Yeah, you already good.
Amos chapter 9 verse 8. Behold, the eyes of the Lord Yahweh are upon the sinful kingdom, and I will destroy it from off the face of the earth, saving that I will not utterly destroy the house of Jacob, saith the Lord, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua.
Keep going.
For lo, I will command, and I will sift the house of Israel among all nations, like as corn is sifted in a sieve, yet shall not the least grain fall upon the earth.
So when the Lord brings this Jacob trouble, the famine, the plagues, the pestilence, all these prophecy hit America, this is gonna be the Lord sifting out his elect. This is gonna be the Lord sifting out the ones who following his ways. While a lot of people gonna be destroyed by the sword, they're gonna die in famine, they're gonna die in that civil war, they're gonna die in all types of events that the Lord finna bring to America. But the elect, ain't nothing gonna happen to them, because those are the ones that took heed, came back to the Lord's way, follow his commandments. Keep going. You have something to say?
Oh yeah, I was just gonna add to your point, because I know what you meant to say. Like the ones that the Lord don't want, those are the ones that he gonna sift out.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
What I had? Never mind.
Yeah, because it's cold.
Yeah, it's cold as hell.
I know how it be. Yep.
All right. Starting again in Amos chapter 9 verse 9. For lo, I will command, and I will sift the house of Israel among all nations, like as corn is sifted in a sieve, yet shall not the least grain fall upon the earth. All the sinners of my people shall die by the sword.
It said all the sinners of my people shall die by the sword. The ones that want to lean on to their own understanding. The ones that want to give in to their flesh. So those are going to be the ones that die by the sword. And that's a twofold right there. You got people going to die in this civil war through gun actions. And then you got people gonna die by the ultimate sword, hey, those nuclear missiles. Keep going.
Starting at verse 10, all the sinners of my people shall die by the sword. We say, the evil shall not overtake nor prevent us.
And that's what our people say. Evil should not overtake us. They don't think this day gonna come, Jacob's trouble gonna come. But hey, the Lord got something in store for you. He gonna prove you wrong, just like he proved everybody in the days of Noah wrong, when they thought that flood was gonna come. And what happened? That first drop hit them, and they knew it was real. So let's end it off in that 2nd Ezra 15.
Come, this is 2nd Ezra 15 and verse 26. For the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, knoweth all them that sin against him.
So the Lord know all the ones that sin against him. All the ones who you be doing all this dirty shit in the closet while the lights off or whatever. Man, the Lord knows you. He got something for you. Keep going.
And it says, and therefore delivereth he them unto death and destruction.
So what he gonna do? He gonna deliver you to death and destruction. He got them thermonuclear missiles ready for you. He got all the instruments of cruelty ready for you in those days. It is not going to be a way that you're going to be escaped in those times. It's no way. Keep going.
Yeah, and it says in verse 27, for now are the plagues come upon the whole earth, and ye shall remain in them, for Yahweh Shem Yahushua shall not deliver you, because ye have sinned against him.
See, all because you have sinned against him. See, this is coming to America, whether you Israelites like it or not. And it's going to happen soon, while we seeing Jacob's trouble fastly approaching. And we got Donald Trump in the office, man, Nero finna make it happen. So I advise you, to return to the Lord, repent before the kingdom, because the kingdom of heaven is at hand. So I hope this account blessed to be edifying to the elect. I hope it was edifying to the elect. Hey, shalom, man. Shalom.